Hello guys, nice to see you on the other side here on Patreon, where I will be sharing with you some behind the scenes videos about my creativity process, and you may find this useful or just curious. So yeah, to begin with, Adela asked me about the metallic materials I use for my paintings. So to begin this video, I am going to make a quick review and demonstration of the main three ingredients I use. That is metallic powder, gold leaf and acrylics. And then I am going to give you a brief tour around the studio to show you the paintings I am currently working on, as well as some upcoming projects. I inherited from my grandpa this gold powder, but there are other materials and metallic powders that you can use, like bronze in silver, copper or golden tones. You can find these metallic powder sets on specialized art stores, nearby art schools or up in the internet. I have not tried many brands, so I cannot tell you which one is the better. And also I got some in Mexico and some here in the Netherlands. I don't know how easy it might be for you to get them on your own country, but I think it's a matter of exploring. Here I am showing you a demonstration about how to mix the metallic powder with liquid so that you can get the proper consistency depending on what you want, either a solid background or a translucent layer. Liquid is also a medium to mix with oil to accelerate the drying process, and it can be also used for glazing, that is for making translucent color layers, or as a varnish. So check it out on Winsor & Newton. I think it's the only brand that manages this product. The more you use this combination with liquid and metallic powder, the more you will learn which is the proper consistency that you are looking for. More or less you can see the effect of light over the surface in the painting. This video cannot really show how this metallic powder glows, but I am sure when you try it on by yourself you will know what I mean. I made a video about how to apply gold leaf on fine art prints a few years ago. I'll leave the link in the description box below so that you can check it out. And just to update the information that I did on that video, and after using the gold leaf for a while and trying it on different surfaces, I came to realize that it works better if you let the glue dry for at least an hour, and then you can add the gold leaf and leave it to rest overnight. You can experiment with different surfaces so that you can see how it works better for you. You can use this to place the gold leaf over the canvas and press it there without worrying about breaking it. Because the gold leaf crumbles easily and stick on your fingers, you can use tweezers to take a piece of gold leaf and place it in the part of the painting you want, previously marked with glue. Usually I keep the leftovers in jars for use in small details later on, like in the stars in the Madonnas. You can also find gold leaf, glue and varnish in craft stores. It doesn't have to be necessary on specialized art stores. After the gold leaf details have dried on the canvas or on the wood panel, you can varnish the gold leaf trace to protect it from getting scratched with this varnish. As a side note, when you apply the glue on canvas, the glue liquid expands and it is not as absorbed in the same way than on paper. So if you want sharp traces or more exact lines, you will have to try with different brushes, or you can paint over it to outline the stroke. To apply the glue and the varnish, use a different kind of paintbrush. Some paintbrush that you won't be scared to waste because it will be damaged with this glue and this varnish. So try to have a special one for applying this. I use metallic acrylics as the base coat of some of my paintings because of its pearlescent effect and how they reflect light, as you saw previously in this video. Usually I mix gold with silver to get a lighter and more neutral tone. You might be wondering why am I combining acrylics with oil on paintings? Yes, it can be done. It is called mixed media, and the only thing you need to pay attention to is that you need to use the acrylic as a base coat always. You cannot add the acrylic over the oil or it will be cracked. And this is because we're following the physical properties of the ingredients and paying attention about how long it takes for water to evaporate and how long it takes for oil to dry. So this is the reason why you should always put the acrylics below. That was it for the metallic ingredients I use for my paintings. I hope it was useful for you as well. And I would be very curious, how are you going to use this for your own projects, paintings, crafts, whatever you might have in mind? And so make sure to tag me on the post or mention me in the comments. And also let me know here in the comments if you need to talk about some of the materials more, or if you have any other questions. I will be super happy to see that with you. And this is a small view of my studio, guys. Nowadays I have my easels in upstairs and in the living room, and this is because of the amount of light. During summer the light here in the Netherlands is so intense that I need another kind of curtains to prevent the intensity and the ever-changing contrast, and while I am concentrating on small details, it is kind of painful for my eyes after a couple of hours. So that is why I changed it to a more neutral light space. Now we go upstairs. This is a mini tour to our bedroom, but now we are not using it as a bedroom since it was super warm during summer and we had to take the mattresses downstairs in the living room. But here I put some paintings that I have had for years. This elephant is very important, and Gladys made me the amazing gift of taking this elephant with her during a trip to the Netherlands. So I am very grateful with you, Gladys. And yeah, this other painting, I made it a couple of years ago, but I didn't continue working on it. And now that I am retaking it, I am changing a lot of stuff. Also, this was planned to do for spring. It's like a magnolia tree of life with iconographic symbols, as you may see here. And this one also was made like in 2014, and it's the Temptations of Saint Anthony. As you may see, it's not completed yet, but I have the idea of making it more surreal with more monsters and also referring to the Mexican culture. As you can see, I moved the easel to the living room. This is our omakast. It was inherited by the grandmother of Averja. Anyway, I got this nice and super beautiful IKEA trolley, and I find it super useful to put the oils there and all the ingredients and tools that I am using for the painting. And this is a painting that I am working on right now, and I am being inspired by this tarot card of the Empress, the second one in the tarot. And also I like the face of the Madonna de Guadalupe in Mexico because of how simple and serene looks like. So I am using them here, and as you can see, this is not finished. And also I started this painting in November 2006, 13 years ago. What about this? So I didn't thought it was finished, and now that I brought it from Mexico in my last trip, I wanted to complete it and to change it. So what I did is just making herself pregnant, as bad as it sounds, and I am also changing the characters, faces, and the composition. Also, I am going to make a new moon instead of a Menguat moon, and I am also going to change the background. So yeah, this is very different of the things that you see in my Instagram or the things that I've been sharing before, but I just wanted you to take a look behind the scenes as my dear Patreons. Don't forget to leave a comment below about the things you found interesting or things that you want me to talk about for the next videos. And also, I was thinking, guys, that maybe I can make one video every week on Fridays, because that's the day in which most of us are free and relaxed. And I can use that day to post a video to summarize all the projects that I have been working during the week. And then we can talk along during the week about the things that you want me to share with you every Friday. So let me know what you think about that.